What is good, YouTube channel? To my welcome, it's your boy Drop here, and today we are in the S10. I have finally got the drift truck back up and running. It has been hell and high waters, but let me tell you, I got it running. I took a test drive. I've been about 14 miles in it or so, probably about 15 with all the tuning and trying to get it to, run right since the rebuild. But yeah, I'm gonna fill y'all in on where the truck's been, let you know how I'm feeling, and y'all just stay tuned. All right, before we get started, y'all make sure y'all go check out the merch, man. Let me close these mirrors. This is one of the Drop Lows hoodies. Actually one of the first of the first. It does have a pair of pants that goes with it. I also have some jackets that'll be coming out and that'll be available. I don't quite have my keys on me right now because they're in the truck, but I got key tags available with the Drop Lows Motorsports on it. And I also have decals available, and which you'll see later in the video. So stay tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show y'all around this truck and what's going on. All right, so if you're new to my channel, this is my 1996 Chevrolet S10. It is a 2.2 liter with the little four banger up under the hood. And yeah, I picked it up on a trade for a Kawasaki Z125. So yeah, I traded a little mini bike and I got this truck. And it had a couple issues, a few underlining issues in which I would have known before I made the trade, or it might not be here right now. But regardless, this is what I got. It came on the stock wheels. I'll post a picture of it here. And yeah, that's sort of what the truck looked like before I did anything to it. Now this is what I've done so far. I did put the wheels on there to get rid of the factory 15s because they are hard to come by. The bed cover, we're not going to talk about the bed cover. The bed cover is not meant for this truck. It don't fit. But while we back here, we are going to talk about my little hacky shit. This is my spoiler I made out of license plates, which I need to go back through it and actually add the rubber on the top so they stay together. But other than that, it's just a little short cab, or short bed, single cab, 96. The thing about these models though is the 94 through 97 came with a different engine. So I had spent some time trying to locate parts and pieces in order to rebuild this engine. Now the reason I had to rebuild it is because the motor had ended up, the spark plug tube on cylinder 3 was pretty jacked up when I bought it. I didn't see it because, one, you don't buy vehicles at night. That is a thing. You do not buy vehicles at night. But when I got the deal, it was a marketplace bargain. I got to take it as a take it because at the end of the day, I knew I had plans for this truck if it was to go down and go crazy like it did. But anyways, just the basic little walk around on the exterior. Ain't nothing too crazy to say besides the wheels. I did a little X on the headlights right here, so you know this is serious stuff here. This is a serious build. I got a little emblem right there, in which I think I made that one out of a 6.2 liter Duramax one. Hey, I was having fun with emblems for a sec. That one. I even got an Escalade V emblem. But yeah, now we're gonna get to the portion where we're gonna get up under this hood, because I know that's what y'all really want to see, where the rebuild went, where all the main work and stuff is went. Because all of this right here, this is like trash for right now. But now that we got this motor back running, we can start working on the cosmetics. So all of the body work and stuff like that is gonna come next. All right, so here we go, guys. This is the engine after the rebuild. See, I got a little overspray right there, which I need to clean up. And this is one of my decals in black. I'll show y'all the white one later on a little test drive. But yeah, this is actually me filming after the test drive, so you'll see the white one later within it. But anyways, yeah, everything on the motor, everything within it damn near has just about been replaced. This is one of my biggest and first full rebuilds. The LS was supposed to come before this, but because this did what it did and I had to put a whole nother head on it, this build ended up coming first. So this is one of my first full rebuilds. With this rebuild being done, outside of the pistons, the piston rings, basically the bottom half of the motor, which not entirely, but which want to say the bottom internals, I didn't have to bother. I ended up replacing the head, new valves, springs, retainers. It's got a little, what you want to say, slightly ported exhaust intake. Not exhaust intake. It's got a slightly imported intake on it and head, but nothing too crazy. Just mainly cleaning up the castings on it and got rid of the casting marks. The catch can is just there. It looks nice. I highly doubt it's gonna ever catch anything, but one of my main things I need to do is check this oil. I just took about a 14-mile trip, and as long as this oil ain't mixing, and which it's not, we looking good. Yeah, we looking real good. So I ain't got no mixing. Head gasket ain't blown. It didn't make any weird sounds or any ticks or anything while driving. I was very, very happy with how it drove. Nervous, I can say my heart was shaking out of my damn body, because as I said, this is like one of my first full rebuilds. I had to do a bunch of diagnosing, because after it was completely redone, cylinder 2 kept misfiring. And what I think had happened is when I took this head off over that way, I got coolant down in that ICM, and I had left it there. I left the truck outside. It was getting rained on. It was snowy weather, so I really feel like that bothered my ICM. And what I did is I changed out the spark plugs, wires. I did the whole swapping between that, and I also did a new injector on cylinder 2. And along with the new injector, it still didn't change much. So that's when I had done the coils, and even after the coils, it still did not change. So my next assumption was that I had messed up my ICM. When I had went in there and I changed out the ICM, I also went back and I changed my number 2 spark plug again, because after all this time, it had been fouling out the plugs by not running right. So I changed the plugs again, and I crunked it up last night for the first time, or yesterday for the first time, and it ran like it was supposed to. It's been running, but it ran yesterday like it was supposed to for the first time. No check engine lights or anything like that. No skipping, no sputtering. And yeah, maybe towards the end of this video, I might even shoot you a little tire peel. It ain't ready to do nothing too crazy yet, because we still in the break-in process, but I might try and peel the tire in it, see if it'll at least cut up like it used to. But this is the build. As I said, it's an LN2 2.2 liter. Nothing too crazy, nothing spectacular. This is definitely not a sought after engine for drifting. It is highly underpowered. So really, this is no more than a glorified burnout truck. Whenever I do get in here and lock the diff, but we're gonna put some more miles on this motor and this rebuild. And yeah, I did find one little thing after the test drive though. I got a slight coolant leak right here. It looks to be coming from like the thermostat housing, or maybe even this old hose. So I'm gonna check that, or either I'm gonna spray it off and double check, see what's going on right there with that little coolant leak, and if I can get that fixed. In which I know it ain't gonna be much. It don't look like it was spraying out anything too crazy, but I do see where it did get onto the head. So we're gonna fix that. I definitely do appreciate everybody who reached out, gave a hand, tips, some old knowledge, because it is hard finding information on these 2.2s, but there were some old heads that gave some good knowledge, some good tips and things to look at and how to check. And as I said, I did get it back running. It actually runs better than the damn day I bought it, and that's sort of the scary thing, you know. I didn't expect it. I've never had it running in this kind of condition where it's just smooth and no anything, like it don't feel like a jank mobile anymore. I feel like I actually did something crazy. But yeah, I appreciate all the help, appreciate everything. Another thing too I want to point out is I need to get this hood cowl, because I did notice while we had a bunch of snow and stuff, I had a lot of water sitting in this area, and it can mess with the electronics and stuff that do sit on that firewall directly behind. Because once it was done, I had seen ice basically straight through the cab, holding the cab to the ground right here. So I definitely want to go ahead, as I said, get that hood cowl done. I found these pieces for the ends at the junkyard. They sold them to me for $5, so that was a good little find. But yeah, definitely want to get those end pieces, and maybe after some more cleanup work, we might do something with this tailgate back here, get another tailgate. As I said, YouTube. So as I said, with this one, I got a lot of little plans and things I want to do, etc. But the main thing I need to do first is just go ahead and continue with the break-in process and make sure the truck is going to continue running right and well. I won't be beating on it excessively too much just yet. As I said, I do want to give it the decency of trying to run well. So I'm going to take my time with it. I'm going to post some videos here. I did go take a little test drive, and I even did a little one-wheel peel for you to go ahead and show you it is up, back running, and doing well. Now the only other thing is to just drive it. Stop being so nervous and drive it. As I said, I know this is the most I've done before. Is had a head, basically entire top end rebuild, and I did everything right here by myself. Besides shaving the head, I sent the head off to get shaved. But it's had an entire top end rebuild, whole bunch of new parts and stuff thrown at it. A couple little minor go fast parts with a little air intake and the little port job that it did. Nothing too crazy though. And this is crazy. Like, yo, timing chain's been done on it. A couple other gasket seals, like a whole. This truck is now. I ain't gonna say it's a 26, but it's like a 2024. You feel me? It's completely rebuilt. So to just continue driving it, continue the break-in process. Get that little leak fixed on the thermostat housing right there that I seen. And I don't even think that's so much of a leak. I think that's mainly dealing with the fact that there could be an old hose, and I just go ahead and put a brand new hose on it, clean that up, peace of mind, not have to go back in there no more. And from there, as I said, we can start working on the cosmetics, cleaning this thing up, getting the windows tinted, getting that fucking windshield changed. Got a lot that I want, and as I said, it's ideas everywhere. This is my little fun toy, my little race truck, so I have no problem, as I said, just having fun with it. The spoiler is already, what you want to say, taking off and going too far. And we definitely got to fix this stance, because right about now it looks like it's somewhat squatted an inch or two in the rear, and I just want to go ahead and lower the whole damn thing in general, get all of that down. But as I said, after the break-in process. So here goes some clips of me actually driving the truck. I took it out. Here's the drive. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Drop, and today we are out in the drift truck. Got it in some traffic, out getting a little break-in and shakedown run going. So I'm gonna cut y'all on in a little bit. I'm gonna show y'all around, or actually we're about to take off right now. Very smooth acceleration. It's riding pretty good. Don't check engine lights. I mean, I never touched that ABS, but it was misfiring on cylinder 2 pretty bad. So I did go back into there. Once I actually get stopped and get to the crib, I get y'all more of what I've done in depth. As you see, I've only been like 12 miles in it so far. I ain't really done much. But yeah, I'll cut y'all back on when I get to the house, man. Just want to show y'all it's out rolling. And we'll talk more about the rebuild going, see if it'll do a little burnout. Pull it up for a sec. Yes, sir. Alright, y'all, so that's it. The truck is rebuilt, it's running, it ran very well. No leaks, no ticks, no smoke out the exhaust or anything like that. Like, I honestly have no complaints. So that's a big relief off my chest. My heart's still beating through my damn chest, but yeah, I'm happy with what I built right there. And I definitely appreciate y'all staying this far in the video. I don't know how long it's gonna be at this moment. Not very long, because as I said, it's just a little walk around, and but I got it back running, and that we're gonna have some more S10 content coming to the channel soon. So y'all stay tuned. As I said, I got the merch available. You want any, hit me up. You can find me at Drop Lows on Facebook, or Drop Lows Motorsports on Facebook or Instagram. And yeah, that's what we're gonna wrap this video up at today, and I'll see y'all later.